Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm sorry for being away for so long. I did drop an old video today, but I know a lot has been going on in the crypto world. We had a big dip due to some China FUD. We also had another dip because of a China announcement, and all of that hurt a lot of projects, but not Splinterlands so much, right? The game is still growing, a lot is going on, and we just got one of the big updates that we've been waiting for, and that is the official way that the drop is going to work for the next set of cards. And this is a really exciting thing to go over with all of the newer players, and it's got some really good info that you need to know if you're an older player like me, because they're doing a lot of stuff to help the new players and still protect the old players, and both of these things might make the newer players and old players not perfectly happy, but we have to, know that they're trying to grow this ecosystem, let new players come in and complete and play, but also give a special thanks to the players who were in this system since alpha, have big stakes, have a lot of cards, and really are the reason that this game was able to be successful in the beginning. So I hope some of the new players don't get so mad that they might have to give some of those old players a little bit of money to get into this pre-sale. I understand that might be frustrating, but this game is a lot different for us, and I'll be going over that as I go over the rules of the pre-sale and talk you through this and kind of give you a little bit of background and flavor on why they did some of these things as a player who's been around since alpha. So I'll have a link to the post here. They dropped this a day ago, so I am one day late, but I was a little bit busy yesterday being a work day. Then today I had the tournament with and then we had also digicon, which I'm not even really getting into, but they talked a lot about this kind of stuff at digicon too. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the Chaos Legion set, the main things to know that's going to be different is that there's going to be 15 million packs, which is 10 times the number of untamed cards. So the fact that there's going to be 15 million cards is pretty amazing, but it is made for the player growth. The big difference though is packs are now going to cost $4 instead of $2. Why is that happening, and why should you not be so upset about this if you're a new player? Well, cards have a lot more utility than they had in the past. You need to understand that when you buy cards and get collection powers, you're now getting an SPS airdrop given to you. You're also getting a brand new ladder created for the Chaos Legion and Untamed card sets to complete in that will have their own dark energy pool, at least unless that changes. And that means that you will be able to play in a formatting with people who don't have the alpha beta cards. You don't have to deal with those legendary summoners that cost a whole lot of money. You don't have to deal with those alpha cards that drive you crazy. Those will all be out of that format. You won't have to see them ever again. So you're getting a almost relaunch of the game, and except for the fact that it does have to do with the Untamed set that is currently out. Those packs are available on the secondary markets, but they are pretty expensive at this point. If you want to have a good deck for the new set though, you will need those Untamed cards, and you will need some of the dice cards as those ones are in it. Though I wouldn't be so worried about the dice cards because they have already told us that a set like dice will come out after the Chaos Legion set launches. So about the middle of next year to the end of next year, we probably will have not only Chaos Legion set out, but the Rift Walker set out. So if it works anything like if they do what they did in the past, these cards will not be the exact same as, say, the dice cards, but they will be probably a similar kind of set with similar type of cards. The cards will be different, but it'll be a smaller set with maybe 15 to 20 cards and specific cards that are meant to help balance out the game. That's kind of how those sets usually go. Now, the other reason why they're pricing this at $4 is because of the price of DEC. DEC is back up at the 6.5 cent, about 6.50 per 1,000. That is 6 times the peg in the game, and because that is so high, if packs were only $2 and you could buy a pack and very easily say get $2.50 worth of DEC, then people would just be buying packs, burning the cards, destroying them, getting the DEC, selling the DEC until that DEC was pushed down into an equilibrium of the packs no longer being worth more to just buy and burn all the cards than to actually buy and hold and play the game. People will do that, and they don't want to create a situation where a few whales with big accounts come in and destroy 10-20% of the cards just to make a quick, it could be a decent amount at $2 for a pack. So this is protecting the economy of the game and protecting the overall card value. We've gotten past the point where you're going to see cards under a nickel or under a dime. Now the cheapest cards in there are about a quarter to a little, a quarter to 30 cents, and those are only the rewards cards. So I'm guessing that these cards, you will not see anything lower than, say, 50 cents per card, unless one of the common cards is really, really stupid. They're also worth less DEC, and that's something that you can go over here in the pack. Right here. So a common is going to be worth 5 DEC, a rare worth 20, an epic worth 100, and a legendary worth 500. That also means those are the exact same numbers for the collection power. The gold foils are also a little bit smaller if you compare this to the older ones. So you're going to be getting less bang for your buck when it comes to collection power per card. This is again a way to protect the value of the older cards. As a newer player, I understand you might think that's a little unfair, but this is just the way this is going to be, and I like it as an older player that my cards do have a reason now to be worth more money. They are worth more collection power. Also, they have said that when the new set comes out, beta cards will finally get their DEC and SBS bonus when you use them in battles, kind of like the alpha ones do. So now you'll have both older sets earning you more if you're somebody who happens to have them and playing with them. They have also now explained how the pre-sale is going to work, and this is one of the things that might anger some of the newer players the most. The pre-sale is going to require you to have a voucher. They're going to do 1 million packs with a plan to drop 1 million vouchers over the course of a month. So the pre-sale will not sell out immediately. It's actually going to be a lot of back and forth as people go to the secondary market to buy these vouchers that we're going to be able to sell. So you're going to have the people who want to make sure they get their packs in the pre-sale right away, going out and buying these vouchers, and then you're going to have people who don't have enough SBS stake to get vouchers, go ahead and have to go to the marketplace to buy them up. And so it's definitely a very interesting thing, because between all the accounts out there, they're saying that there's only about enough vouchers in that pre-sale for each player to have about 2.5 packs to 3 packs, so between 2 and 3 packs per player. And you're going to have players who are trying to hit these bonuses of buying over 100 packs to get a 10% bonus, buying 500 packs to get a 15% bonus up to 2,000, and the big one is the 2,000. There are some additional rewards for buying these big amounts. If you buy at least 1,000 packs, you get a title, and you do get a guaranteed airdrop card that they're doing in the pre-sale. It was hinted in the AMA that I believe it is going to be the Death Team's legendary summoner, so he will be the first one coming out. That makes a lot of sense to me because the Death Team is a little bit weaker. Mimosa just doesn't stack up with Zaku and Llama, and they don't have a legendary summoner that really stacks up with Valamor or... just both of their legendary summoners are on the weak half of the 5 legendary summoners that are the 6 that are out there for every single team. So I think they're hopefully going to be getting one that can maybe compete with Biz and Kitty, can compete a little better with Zaku. Well, actually, Mimosa can do okay against Zaku, so maybe they need a counter for like Llama, because Llama is really, really annoying for the Death Team, because that cleanse is just ridiculous on a team that's built to basically stop you from healing and weaken all your guys, and then he just cleanses the tank immediately. So we'll go ahead and talk now a little bit more. They are doing the airdrop mechanism that they did in Untamed and the dice set, where every 1 million packs sold, they're going to release one of these cards. If they're starting out with the Death Legendary Summoner, you can imagine that they're going to go into the first 5 or 6 airdrops, possibly being the legendary summoners. Then they usually go into airdropping, say, like a couple epic cards, and then they'll probably finish off with the dragon summoner if they are doing a new dragon summoner. That's the way that it worked. That does mean also that the game's gameplay and the teams that are the strongest change throughout the set. Mimosa was the first legendary summoner to come out, and she made the Death Team really good. And then Zaku came out, Llama came out, and all of a sudden those Mimosas were getting pounded on. This is also why you want to be careful when you buy into cards and understand that they will issue counters to cards. If a card is too strong, a new card or summoner or ability will come out that usually can be used to beat that card, or they do reserve the right to go ahead and change the card. So that's something you have to be aware of. Now, the vouchers also is a very good thing to see because it's getting us into a place where we understand that SPS staking, they have said that it's going to give you access to do things in the game and be able to take place in the game. So now the SPS stakers and the holders who are staking it in game, they are the people who are going to be getting those vouchers and be the gatekeepers of who gets to buy these packs. And they will continue into probably the first maybe 2 to 3 months of the Untamed sale. So it's not just the pre-sale. You're always going to have to go and get one of these vouchers. So if a voucher costs $1, packs really cost $5. In the beginning, I have no idea what vouchers will cost. We'll have to see. I'm guessing in the very, very beginning, they're going to be very expensive, and then they're going to get a little bit cheaper once those really elite players get as many as they wanted to get a big amount of this pre-sale. I know I'm aiming to buy 1,000 packs, and I do not know if I'll be able to do that. The other thing I want to talk about is the fact that they are doing the thing again where if you buy at least 50 packs, you're guaranteed one of those summoners, irregular. And if you buy at least, I think it's 1,000, you get a guaranteed gold one. You can go through the post to make sure you understand which one it is. Now, I'm going to close the door really quick. I'll be right back. My kids just walked in. Was trying to do this really quick before they got home, but I didn't do it. But I'll try to finish it up really fast here for you, everyone. They point out in the post the SPS utility, like I was going over, and it's good to see this because this is the reason why I've sold none of my SPS that I've been getting. I did go ahead and sell some of my dark energy crystals I had been hoarding when they blew up. But I was like, I know these SPS tokens are going to be good. I've always said to you, I believe this token should be valued at somewhere between $1 and $3. And my thoughts on that hasn't changed. So I just wanted to go ahead and finish with that. Make sure you go through, this is the post because I did kind of skim it for you. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that the info is out there. And the main points is there are going to be more cards. The pre-sale's out. 1 million packs will be sold in the pre-sale. The first airdrop will only be given out to people who take part in the pre-sale because it's every million packs and they're pre-selling 1 million packs. And you need a voucher to buy a pack, and vouchers are given out to people who are staking SPS in the game. This is why in the past day we've seen SPS go up about 30%. And I'm imagining over time as we get closer to the airdrop and if people start to see these voucher token comes in, and let's say voucher tokens are selling for like $5 or $6 per pack or a token, making the packs costing people like $11 a piece. Well, then you're $10 a piece. You're talking about possibly SPS going up even more because you're going to be getting those vouchers airdropped to you every day over the term of the pre-sale until they've dropped out 1 million of those vouchers. And then those will hopefully all have been cashed in. They're expecting a few players might have a couple who don't actually buy packs in the pre-sale, but that's okay because they'll still be used to buy packs going forward. I don't know what will happen on that. Only time will tell. Also, everybody, I will be doing more content again soon. Thanks for sticking with me. I just took a little bit of a break from making videos as I had been pretty busy with work. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.